There's no question whatsoever that the state of Florida is definitely, well, let's face it, a hellhole. Ron DeSantis and his Republican goons in Tallahassee have made sure that Florida is one of the most oppressive states in the nation, and they're not even done yet. If anything, they're only just getting started. So one of the questions I get every time I do a Q&A is my family going to stay here in Florida? In fact, here's a question this time. This is from Sabrina Imer, 3956, who asks, do you and your family plan to stay in Florida, even though there's nothing but negativity and a constant downward spiral throughout the state? If you were to leave, where would you go? And would you base it off a red-blue lens? My wife wants to move to Colorado. She's always wanted to move to Colorado. She spent a couple summers there as a child. And I love Colorado. I think it's great. You know, nice swing state, right? Not too far left, not too far right. I could probably blend in pretty nicely. Although when we did take a trip to Colorado a couple summers ago, I'm already out of shape as it is, I'm sure you can tell. I couldn't catch my breath the whole trip. So I don't know. And I, had horrible asthma growing up. I still have it to this day, just not as bad. I don't know that I would survive in that altitude. But as for staying in Florida in general, right now we have no immediate plans to move. We're always open to it. And in fact, I've told my parents who live nearby, her mother lives nearby. I told my mom, I was like, when y'all are gone, like you and dad, like I'm out. I'm not going to stay here. But my family needs me here. Her family needs her here. So we stay. We know, especially with her being a teacher, this is not a friendly environment for teachers. I know with my politics, this is not a friendly environment for me. I've even had very public feuds with my state representative. He's a Republican. He has harassed the hell out of me across social media. So it's a bad place. But we're also in a position to where she is as a teacher, but it's bad for us, but it's not as bad as it is for other people. And I've also had a lot of people ask, like, should, other liberals leave the state of Florida? And the answer to that is not as simple, because not everybody has the means to just say, like, all right, kids, pack it up. We're leaving. We're going to move to a different state. But there are people that are being specifically targeted. And I mean, pretty much the entire LGBTQ community, the African-American community, the Latino community here in Florida, all of them being targeted specifically by legislation from the Florida government. Women, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of race, women are being targeted with the abortion ban here. So it's getting bad. And pretty much everybody except straight white men, unless you're a teacher, have been targeted. So it is very difficult. It isn't a friendly environment at all. But because we have our support systems here, it's harder for us to just say, screw it, we're going to leave. But again, the other part of your question was, where would you go? I mentioned my wife likes Colorado. I fell in love with Arizona. I love Nevada. I liked the southern part of Utah that we spent a little bit of time in on our vacation this summer. I like, apparently, and this is something I didn't know about myself, I like Red Rock. Like, apparently that's what I love. So I'd be open to that area. Arizona, Nevada, of course, a little bit red, but a little bit blue, depending on where you're at. So I don't think politics would play much of a role in where I went, unless, of course, we were specifically targeted by that legislation. And obviously having a wife and daughter, any state that has ridiculous bans on, abortion or women's reproductive freedom, those are off limits. And that is actually one of the reasons, because I'm terrified of something happening to either one of them or any woman in my family. And then, oops, well, law says 6 weeks. Sorry, you're stuck with it. That's not okay. So eventually I will leave here. That is a promise. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen. Oh, not be so grumpy.